Hi, my name is Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 1, number 32, which reads, the main purpose of this passage is to what? We'll look at the answer choices. First one, emphasize the value of a tradition. You would have read the passage by now. You're going to the answer choices. One thing that you do want to read is the blurb, but what I'm going to focus on for this is if there's any quote-unquote tradition that's discussed here, what would it be? And you might see that the focus of the passage is the procession of the sons of educated men. If it is emphasizing the value of that tradition, then it's saying, hey, thank God for the men who are going to work every day so that they could provide for their families. But that's really not what we see here. We see here women looking to break into the workforce. And we'll explain that a little bit more with the other answer choices. The correct answer for number 32 actually winds up being stress the urgency of an issue. So this is not really an obvious answer because it's a little bit abstract. So what is the issue? Well, we've already stated that the issue is women breaking into workforce. It's always a good idea for main idea questions for you to read the blurb. Over here it says here, Woolf considers the situation of women in English society. It's always a good idea to read that blurb. It's really important, helpful for these main idea questions. I've had students read this whole passage and not know, and tell me that if they did not read that, they would not know when Virginia Woolf is referring to we throughout the passage that she's actually talking about women. So where do we see stress the urgency of an issue? You can see here on line 7, the tone of the first paragraph changes when we see the word but not now. Now we are pressed for time. Now we're here to consider the facts. Now we must fix our eyes upon the processions of the sons of educated men. So it's a rhetorical device that Virginia Woolf uses. She says now, now, now. She says it 3 times, and also using language like we are pressed for time. That's helpful as well. Where else do we see this strong language? Here. And they are very important questions, and we have very little time in which to answer them. The questions we have to ask and to answer about that procession during this moment of transition are so important that they may well change the lives of all men and women forever. For we ask ourselves here and now, again the use of now there, do we wish to join that procession or don't we? It's more strong language. And then finally down here in line 57, the moment is short. All that would suggest that she's stressing the urgency of the issue of women. Hey, we need to make a move here. So why not answer choice C? Highlight the severity of social divisions. One thing that she's not doing throughout the passage is saying, oh, men have so much more of an advantage over women in society today. It's more of, hey, women, we got to get up and go, and we got to do it now. Let's get going, breaking into that workforce. Answer choice D, question the feasibility of the undertaking. Well, what's another way to say feasibility? It's possibility. If she's questioning the possibility of an undertaking, what is she suggesting is undertaken here? She's suggesting women breaking into the workforce. If she's questioning the feasibility or the possibility of doing that, then she's saying, hey, women, I don't think that this is the right time. Maybe it's premature that we try breaking into the workforce at this time. But we don't see any evidence of that. It's she fires a bunch of questions at the women as far as how it would be best for them to break into the workforce. But that's really the focus. She's not questioning it. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with main idea questions or main purpose questions more accurately on SAT. If there's any question that you'd like to see from any official SAT or PSAT or ACT, leave it in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.